This is episode 607. And today we're going to be talking about 6 shortcuts to motivation. Motivation is a very important factor in achieving success, achieving goals, because if we don't have any motivation, then we don't take action. If we don't take action, we don't get results, and we don't get what we want, or we don't get what we say we want. So motivation and desire are nice to have when you need them. But what can you do when you need them and they're just in short supply? You wake up unmotivated, you wake up uninspired, you don't desire anything. And so now, but you should be, right? There's that, I know I should be motivated to get this done, but I don't have it. I know. So what do you do? Well, you can generate your own enthusiasm. And this is a key word, right? Enthusiasm is from the inside, motivation is from the outside. And when we don't have any, it doesn't matter where it comes from, as long as it gets you moving and taking action closer towards your goal. So you don't have to wait to be inspired, right? You don't have to wait for, a bolt of lightning to hit you or something, or something going on to inspire you. You can create that. Inspiration is in your own hands. You are in charge of your own inspiration, your own enthusiasm, your own motivation, because at any point in time, you are at choice. You can either choose to be uninspired and sit on the couch all day, or you can choose to get inspired and take action toward your goal. You are always, always, always at choice. When you know it's your choice, then you can accept the consequences for not taking action, and you can accept the results for when you take action. But understanding that you are always at choice is essential in wanting to move forward. So, like any other skill, you can learn to be motivated or full of desire on demand, right? You can have these mental images, you can have affirmations that are written down, you can have vision boards. There are all sorts of things that can help you instantaneously pump up the volume on your motivation. So learning to motivate yourself and get those challenging things to get done is an essential tool, especially when we feel burned out or when we feel uh, not so enthusiastic, especially if you wake up early to go to the gym. So we want to be able to have in our toolkit things to inspire, to motivate, to create that enthusiasm with us. So here's one of them. Keep your purpose in mind. Hopefully, you know why you're here on this planet, or you hopefully know why you're doing what you're doing. From a work perspective, what is your purpose at work? And it goes beyond your title and your job function. Because when you know what your purpose is and how it affects, the 6 degrees of separation, you then can understand how important your specific career or job is. If you don't have that, then looking at your purpose in life and knowing that every single day you are walking, living, and talking your purpose, whether that's to be example for others, whether that's to help others. But when you can find your purpose, discover your purpose, uncover your purpose, hatch your purpose, whatever words you want to use, when you know that, you write that down on a piece of paper and then you read it every day when you wake up. My purpose is boom, boom, boom. My purpose is boom, boom, boom. That will get you inspired. That will at least start the spark for you to take action. Because if we don't know why we're doing something, then we often fall short. And it may not even be as deep as a purpose, but just understanding your why. Why are you going to the gym? Because I want to feel good when I'm done. Great. Okay. Why else are you going to the gym? Well, I want to play with my grandkids. I want to climb a mountain. I want to run a marathon. Whatever it is, understanding your why for doing something will keep you motivated and inspired. Set appropriate goals. So we want to set results goals and process goals. Results goals are after we do an event or after we do a process, we reach a goal. For instance, if you set a goal for um, losing 10 pounds by X amount of date, that's great. The process would be is eating, 1,500 calories a day, taking a 30-minute walk, going to the gym, for 45 minutes every other day. Those are process goals. And the process goals will eventually lead to the outcome goal or the result goal. And often we just want to set that result goal so we know why, again, back to our purpose, we want to know why we're doing something. But if we focus so much on the result goal, we will tend to wander off on different paths that may not support that result goal. So that's where the process goals are so important. And taking, weight, for example, you track it. You track your nutrition, your macros, your working out, your hydration. You track all that, and at the end of every day, then you're going to have a wonderful process goal that you've completed, and you're going to be getting closer to your results goal. Pay attention to your progress, right? So when we track our process goals, and we see how far we are, how close we're getting to our results goal, it creates motivation. We get inspired. So the action we're taking, and then we measure how close we are to it. So not how far we are for. So let's just say we'll use a scale of 1 to 100. You start setting the goal. You're now at 100. You're 100 days away, or 100 pounds, whatever it might be. But then you take some action and you get closer. So we don't measure how far away you are from the goal. You measure how much closer you are to the goal. And when we measure how much closer we are, that is showing our unconscious mind that we are successful in the things we do, and we will be motivated because we are getting the results through the process that we want. So we want to pay attention to our progress. The progress is how much closer we are to that goal. That will create this inspiration and this motivation to keep going. Take breaks. Yes, we need to take breaks. We want to expend the energy and we want to recharge. So we can't always be, if you're in sales, you can't always be on the phone making sales calls, dialing for dollars. We need to take a break, recharge, refocus, reassess ourselves, and then get back to it. When we're on a nutrition program, we want to take a break. They call it a cheat meal. That is singular, not plural. But we want to take these breaks because it just gives us a chance to recover. I mean, when we go to the gym, we take a break. When we come home, we give our body a chance to rest and recover. We need to take breaks. If you're at work and you're working on a huge project, every hour and a half to 2 hours, take a 20-minute break to recharge. You have to take those breaks because that recharging time helps maintain our motivation and our inspiration. Have gratitude. Be thankful for the progress that you are making, regardless of how big or how small it is. Be grateful for the opportunity to go to a gym, to have a job, to watch your nutrition, to buy food, right? All of these things we want to be grateful for, because then when we can express gratitude, our happiness goes up. When our happiness goes up, we are more motivated to continue. So at the end of the day, write 3 things you're grateful for that day. It might be in relation to the goal that you're after, or it could be independent. Just expressing gratitude will help increase our happiness. So have gratitude constantly for the goals that you're achieving, the processes that you're doing, and the support that you have in achieving that. Find an external source. So this is when we're really, really down. Like for me, when I go to the gym, I have to listen to music, and so that's my external source. I will be inspired to go to the gym because I wake up early. I go to the gym. I'm ready to get to it. But sometimes it's just a little bit low in my energy, so I put on some great music and go to it. So find an external source to keep you pumped up. That external source could be a vision board. It could be music. It could be a podcast. It could be a short YouTube video. Find something that when you get engaged with it, when you listen, read, or hear it, your energy level is going to rise. You're going to get motivated, inspired. Have that external source nearby for those quick shots of energy to keep you going. So keep in mind, motivation is nice when it occurs organically, but it's not reliable method. We have to create our own. When it happens, go with it. It's wonderful, but we also need to have tools to to do it yourself, right? We need the DIY motivation as well. So it's possible to create your own motivation with practice. Here's the thing is when you start one thing, when you start to, let's say, listen to a YouTube or have a vision of what you want. It may not happen immediately, but you keep doing it with practice. So it's called a practice, not a perfect. You keep doing those things to get you motivated and inspired, and they will keep building on each other. Practice the tips I just went over regularly. You'll always be able to take care of business rather than waiting for inspiration to smile upon you, meaning that you now know that you have a toolkit and you know that when motivation, inspiration, enthusiasm aren't quite there, you now have 6 tips to help you get inspired, get motivated, to take actions to get the results you want. If you'd like to see the show notes on this podcast, you can go over to warriormindcoach.com. You'll also see other podcasts, blog posts, and a way to contact me for a breakthrough session. And since you'll be on the internet, please follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest under Warrior Mind Coach.